Thank you. So I would just like to understand, when the flash happens, will there be craft that come and collect us? Or how does our bodies transition through?
There will be craft. The craft are all waiting now. There's millions of ships waiting to take people off of this earth to the planet that they are transitioning to. Yes, it will be like 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're not. You won't be here. It will be as if you just disappeared.
And for people who are behind, how will they understand the people disappearing?
They will be in distress for sure. There will be lots of people in distress. There will be lots of earthly destruction going on. It will be mayhem. We are sure of that. But they refuse to change. We can't help anyone who doesn't want to change. But anyone who wants to change, the help will be there for them to move forward. They will be behind the light workers, but they will transition in their own time on another planet, not on this planet.
Thank you. And the people who are left behind, why did they choose to have, did they have life contracts to be left behind? Or
they can choose to break their contracts at any time and move forward. They have to make that choice on their own. Free will. We cannot make them do that. They can choose to break it. And they have to tell their guides that they've chosen to break it. And then when they choose, the help will come.
And how would you think that they do that? By saying this out loud, or just having this?
They need to learn to meditate and speak to their guides.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And are we able to get more support, please, so the connection is clear?
Okay. We will try. It does seem to keep cutting out on us.
Sorry?
The internet keeps cutting out on us, but we will try and clear it up for you.
Thank you. I'm curious to know if Greek gods have their soul essence in human bodies right now.
The Greek gods are not on the earth yet. They are waiting to come in.
And how will they come in?
They will come in when the flash and the change happens. They will be the major helpers of getting the light workers and any of the beings that have chosen to move to New Earth. They will be the ones to assist them in moving to the New Earth.
Thank you. Am I able to ask if the location of my current house, if that has importance? Is it important that I live in this area, in this house?
It will not matter when the change happens, you will be moving to the new earth. It will not matter. All of the children, the innocent ones, will go with us.
Thank you. Just keep the location that I live in now before the flash, if that had some significance to.
I would say that you are in a good area for now. If any destruction happens, you will be less affected where you are. But you still, everyone will feel it. Everyone will be affected. One way or another, everybody will be affected.
And so the people transitioning to 5G will see the flash, but the people who are in 4D, for example, they'll see the asteroid?
That is correct. They will not notice the flash. All they will notice is the destruction around them. Major earth changes coming.
And does this have anything to do, well, I guess it's all around the world, that these physical things are happening?
The whole planet is expanding, yes.
Can you tell me the significance? I keep hearing this number of 144,000 people. What is that in reference to?
Those are the initial light workers that are here to actually bring in this change. They are raising the vibration to where we need it for this change to happen. They were the originals, the first wave.
I see. Okay, thank you. The first wave. Great. Thank you. Can you talk to me about the sun being in a portal? Is it going to be public knowledge?
The sun will come out to everything will show as we, how do you say, come to light. No darkness is allowed anymore. All truth must be shown, and that truth will be shown to the public, yes.
Thank you. And is that going to be, it seems like it's going to be like definitely within this year, either July or December.
It will happen very soon, yes. Those are two major dates for alignment of the planets to be aligned for it to happen. We can't tell you that it's going to happen on those days, but we are saying that that is a perfect time, one of those dates for this to happen.
Thank you. And when the shift happens, we will lose our carbon bodies but gain our crystalline bodies, or will our bodies transition and be more crystalline?
You will transition to a crystalline body.
And is that
the carbon body will still exist, but on a different plane of existence. You will be existing on a different level in the dimension that you are moving to. So you being 12D would move to 13. Georgia being 5D would move to 6. And you will both progress, just like all of our light workers, very fast to at least 2 more levels. You will progress fast because of the work that you'll be doing to help the transition of the planet and the light workers.
Will our work then be trying to help the people who are left on the old Earth?
Yes, on the old Earth, it's correct. It's who you will be working with and helping them. Correct.
Thank you. What the shape of the planet is, please?
The shape of this planet is like a half globe, terrarium, kind of like what you would say. And there is a firmament that you are not allowed to pass through right now. So it has like a bubble over it, covering it. That's why we say like a terrarium. And this is what keeps you safe. We are protecting you with that.
You're keeping us safe from what?
Well, there's a lot of things out in space that can harm you. And this blocks it from getting through. No one can get through unless that firmament's broken. Once that firmament's broken, then all hell breaks loose. And it will happen.
Is it going to have time as the shift or the flash?
It will happen around the same time. It will be a sequence of events that happen.
Okay. Thank you. And the inner earth, the land inside the earth, is that what we should really be calling the where the Polarians live?
Yes, they are in inner earth. There are many species in inner earth. Many species. There are many species on top of earth. You just can't recognize them because they're able to hide themselves by cloaking and using a human body as a cloak, basically. Just like our ships are cloaked in the sky, you don't know we're there. We are on the earth. There's many, many different species on the earth walking the earth.
And so, because they're here with us, that they're safe and helping us?
Correct.
Thank you. And the tree of life, is it in the center of the earth?
The tree of life is no, not in the center of the earth. The tree of life you will see when you arrive on New Earth.
Are you able to, Georgia, now, the tree of life?
Repeat your question, please.
Are you able to the tree of life?
Are we able to show Georgia the tree of life?
Can you give her a picture of it in her mind's eye now?
Okay, one moment. Oh wow, it's a huge tree. Many, many branches. Lots of fruit hanging off of it. I don't know, looks like maybe, I don't know. That's weird. Different types of fruit hanging off of this tree. Lots of fruit. And the fruit represents the different people on the earth, the souls. And that is your fruit hanging on your tree of life. It's big. It's really big and bright. It looks like, I don't know, gold on the top, kind of like. It's shiny, but yet it looks like it has fruit hanging on it. And it's a huge tree, huge tree. Looks like it's thousands of years old. That's how big around it is and tall. That's really cool. Huh.
Thank you so much. I know Georgia will really appreciate that experience, and I know when she meditates, she can go back and feel that essence. So thank you very much for that. Am I able to ask about the origin of mermaids, please?
The origin of mermaids. They were here thousands of years ago on this planet. And they are still here. And actually, soon, many of the species that were saying lost will return to Earth. They will all be on New Earth. You will see them all. And they are all starting to return now and being found by man due to the fact that New Earth is near, and they will transition with it to New Earth.
Fascinating. And so, what species would we connect the mermaids to being connected to?
They were part of the Atlanteans whenever they were here on Earth. They were connected with them. They were an ocean species, though. And they're still there under the ocean, living. There's lots of caves that they live in now.
Thank you.
This body needs to relieve itself.
Okay. So in the last session that we had, subconscious, you advised us to stay inside, and I wanted some clarification of the meaning of that. Why are you encouraging us to stay inside?
We are encouraging you to stay inside due to the violence that will happen in the streets with the changing over of all of the systems on Earth. In order for good to come, things must change. We are protecting you from the violence by asking you as light workers to not get involved and stay home. You need to practice your work in a different way and not be dealing with and associating with any violent people.
And are you the riots right now?
Repeat your question.
Referring to the violence of the riots happening right now?
Your internet keeps going out and in. Hard for us to hear you.
For all our school continues to help this connection strengthen. We seem to have just with our connection and our energy. Seems
This is
high. This to keep away from the violence. Are you referring to the riots that are happening?
we are unable to understand the transmission question. I will try and clear the connection. One moment, let's see if we can help with connection. Okay, try now.
Thank you. Riots, this is what you're.
Your internet connection is still awful. I'm sorry, we're trying.
So, what information do you want to share with us today?
We just want you to get out and share the word of love with the people who are concentrating on hate and killing people right now. It's very important to share as much as you can love and light with people. This is what you were trained to do. Share with as many people as you can right now. This is where your work comes in handy. For us, help us raise the vibration of the people that are ready and feel that they want to go in this direction. We understand there are some which will not transition and don't care to transition, and we don't want you to force anything on them. It must be free will. But anyone who asks, we ask that you help them as soon as you can, with as much as you can, to get them up to speed as much as possible, so the transition for them will not be so hard. We want it to be as easy as possible for as many people as possible. We want to save as many as we can. You are the saviors.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm assuming that show interest in this work, we should just give sessions to straight away without any limitations.
If they ask for sessions, we ask that you provide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is something going to happen with Yellowstone?
There will be many earth changes. There will be many earth changes. Many people will perish. We will save as many as we can, and the light workers will be pulled and taken off of this planet immediately. But for the ones left in 3D, they will feel, they will see, they will be able to experience all of the devastation. But that is their choice. That is their choice. But there will be ships taking them off of this planet to another planet because of such destruction on this planet until it can be repaired. This planet, everyone will be moved off of this planet to another planet. There are several planets waiting in the wings already for this transition to happen. There are many ships waiting for this transition to happen. For they will be assisting of taking the people off of the planet before the destruction kills them. We will not be able to save them all, but we will try.
And the natural disaster.
Repeat your question, please.
And will the disasters with natural, or will they be man-made?
these disasters is Mother Earth waking up for our transition. They have to happen.
Thank you. Magenta Pixie was given a dream where she was given a black umbrella and she was curious about the meaning of the black umbrella. Are you able to answer that?
The black umbrella represents preparing to take cover. Preparing to take cover for what is coming.
And what is happening? What is going to happen to the ether?
What is going to happen to the ether?
Are you able to tell what is going to happen to the?
Not getting anything right now.
Yeah.
No thoughts coming in.
Is there any other messages from the 9 to confirm any messages for humanity?
Currently, it is in reconstruction as well. Therefore, we don't want to pass on anything right now. So we're reconvening the 9 now. They are being chosen new leaders for the Council of 9. So therefore, we will let them speak for themselves in a later session, but that is transitioning right now.
Are they going to be called the Inner Earth Council?
Yes. You will have an Inner Earth Council, you will have a Galactic Council, and a Universal Council.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have a message from Dolores Cannon today?
Dolores comes through. Yes, she's here. She says she's very pleased with the work that you and I are doing. She's very excited that I am finally able to move forward with my business, and she will be with me every step of the way. And Joanne, she is always with you. We are connected, and she will help you. She's been helping you, she says. So she just wants us to know, don't be so critical of the other light workers. Everybody is in their own stage. Everybody is in their own stage of moving up through the levels. And so she understands that the teaching that she put out has somewhat changed, and she understands that it has to change with the times, and agrees with what, with what we have found in the script that needed, like the golden triangle. That was something that she approves on that. If they want to use it, they can, but she still says her script is perfect. It will work through generations. So wherever we are, that script will work. There is never a need to add anything to it. But as far as the golden triangle, that is something that it can be used, but it's not going to make that much of a difference because you are protected and you are safe with the script that she has given us. The script came from the guides. The guides know exactly what we would be experiencing in this time. They understood how much protection we needed. And if you follow it to the T, like she says you will be fine. There's no need to add anything. So those things that we have found that we feel need to be changed, there's really no need. We are so close to transition now, it will not make a difference. The ones who are ready to transition are already awakening. They're already going to be begging for your help. You will have so many people begging for your help very soon. And we just ask that you definitely help them with the script that we have given you. In your work, you're doing good work. You will help many to be taken to the light rather than staying in 3D. You know your purpose. We ask that you just do it.
Absolutely. I always thought the script was perfect.
Mhm. It is. It's perfect. I wouldn't give you this. I spent too many years perfecting it to exactly the way they told me, exactly the way they told me to put it together. And I didn't change one word at the time. And it's our mission to take what we've been given and now share it with the world. Save the world. There are so many lost souls. We're here to save them.
Thank you. And this is bothering me, so I'm just going to ask, for your own transition out of your body as Dolores Cannon, what message do you want to tell people who are curious to what happened and why?
The transition with my body was the fact that, just like you, when you have finished your lessons on earth and you have completed your work, you will transition too. And it was my time to transition. That's all it was. It was my time. And I knew it. I knew it was coming. And I prepared as fast as I could. And I was ready. I knew how wonderful it would be. And I can do so much more work from this other side. And I am. I'm helping all of you every day. I am right there with you. That's what happened. There was nothing special about it. It was my time. My contract was up. I did what I was supposed to do. And you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And when your contract's up, you'll transition too.
Thank you. Thank you. And do you want to talk to me about Johnny? For people who are wondering if there is any messages in their dreams, what can you confirm to them?
We work with you when you're asleep. It is very vivid. That's why when you wake up, you write down your dreams. It helps you in your waking time to basically what you call stay on the same plane. So when you are sleeping, you are in your elevated level, and when you wake, you transition back to 3D. You can choose to stay in that level 24 hours a day if you practice. You have to practice and you have to meditate deep. It takes time, but you can do it. But you are experiencing your higher existence self and connecting to your other selves in that sleep time. And when you awake, you go right back to 3D. Unless you choose to remember. And everyone's memory is coming back. So people are remembering more and more. And they're able to realize and stay connected. And that's what is raising their vibration by using their dream time and realizing that they're not really living in this 3D. They can exist on any plane they choose. Just have to work at it. We will help you. Georgia has asked. We are helping her. She is remembering more and more every day.
She earlier in the session that she was feeling like her memory wasn't as good as it used to be. And you said,
That has a lot to do with the heavy metals and the foods that you eat and drink. And as you change those habits, you will expand more and awaken more, move forward into those other dimensions and spend more time in those other dimensions. Be able to, as a spirit body, move in between the dimensions as you choose. Yes, it's coming.
thank you. How's the body going?
Body healing is going well. Her leg is definitely healing. It's just going to take a little bit more time for that to go down. We can't make it happen instantly, but everything else seems to be fine. We don't see anything else we really need to work on.
Just pray. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there any fun messages for either of us that you would like to share with us, please?
We ask that you don't be afraid. We love you. We're here for you. And there's no need for fear. No need for fear at all. It's going to be a wonderful experience for everyone who experiences it and chooses to experience it. So we just ask that you live in love and share with others. Show that you care about them by helping them with your work. And you will grow too and move forward. The time is fascinating. So we ask that you step it up a little and do what you can to communicate with others that not through fear, but through love, that they can have what you have and the happiness that you have if they choose to. Everybody has free will. Just share with them that they have free will to change. That is the key. We love you.
And just confirming that other planets have free will as well.
The planet that we have brought in for New Earth, you have free will. The planet that the 3D are going to is changing, and they will see many changes, and there's nothing you can do, but they will not have free will there. It will be very controlled. That's why it's so important to make them see that you don't want to be left behind. You want to move up through the realms and raise your vibration in order to get out of this craziness that you guys are in. But it's possible for everyone, but it's a choice. Here, this planet is a free will planet. It's a choice.
Thank you.
That's all we have.
Thank you very much.